Hey guys, got a big day at work today, but I figured I'd start the day off with a little good music and something cool I seen this morning when I was I've been looking into these connections. I asked Gerald Clark the other day if he would give me a definitive answer in his research on something, but it's about Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent, the feathered dragon, feathered serpent, however you want to look at it. But I got some homework for people. And first, we're going to share this song. So I pulled up the lyrics for you because it might be hard to follow for some people. I'm not sure, but yeah, here you go.
How's it going, everybody? This is Mike Love. I'm here at the Gondola Sessions in Aspen. I'm going to be performing a song called Never Retire. It's off of my album, Jah Will Never Leave I Alone. From the first moment I opened my eyes, I knew I had a destiny to realize. 'Cause we are all one people, one creature, one sky, and it is not our fate that we should be divided. And dead soon we all will be, if we can figure out a way to live in peace and harmony. The pathways ours to choose, we got so much to gain, we got even more to lose. The world is changing, everyone knows. Forests are dying while humanity grows. And why do we feel like we don't have a say in the fate and the future of our world today? Corporate politicians hung up on puppet strings, making bad decisions for all of us. With so much undercover, it's only in each other that we can put our trust. So farmers, plant your corn, and trailblazers trot it on. We all must face the dawn together. The singers sing your songs, 'cause I know it won't be long. This world will die, but the spirit is forever. We're marching forward through the never, past returning, beyond forever. Now reborn, again we borrow His heart and hands through our joy and our sorrow. Burn fire, Rastamanu. Burn fire, blood. So farmers plant your corn, trailblazers trot it on. We all must face the dawn together. Singers sing a song, I know it won't be long. This world will die, but the spirit is forever. 'Cause if into the future we all could see, we'd probably do things a little differently. At least I hope we would have the sense to see the futility of all this violence. 'Cause now we're seeing the damage we've done. We're becoming prisoners of our own sun. And if we are going to survive in these times, we got to leave the past behind. But dust to dust and ashes to ashes. Our past is our future. Future will become a past from descendants ancestors. I return forever. the fire, never retire. Reggae music will burn the fire, never retire. I and I family will burn the fire, never retire. Never, never know, will burn the fire.
All right, there you go, guys. He's a pretty cool artist. I like a lot of his music. I kind of discovered him because of Nalco Bear, because the Gondola sessions and things like that. So really good music, good message. Kind of reminds me of some old school Sublime and things like that. But there you go. I'm gonna pull this down here. Okay. So, Quetzalcoatl. All right. I think to me, this is, and then now through all the references of him through Mesoamerican culture, things like that, said he was the bringer of corn. He brought maize or corn to the people. He brought books, knowledge to the people. So he was the inventor or bringer of books. And then also he was associated with Venus in this one instead of Mercury, right? But they called it a plumed or feathered serpent. Kukulkan, Quetzalcoatl. It's the same thing. So what I think it was they were depicting kind of like the contrails of like a ship coming through the atmosphere or something, or leaving behind the, like kind of contrails, like as we see in the sky, like feathered, like smoke, right? And then the people descending from the mouth of the ship, which was the head of the snake. So the ship probably kind of looked like a snake's head when it opened up, and it left a trail of smoke behind it, and he came from the stars, and that's just what happened. But to get to the point, we go back in time here. The Nazis have been crushed, the Cold War's begun, and the Soviets start sniffing around the Tower of Babel. What are they up to? Okay, so where do you go? This lady tells Indiana Jones that the Russian communists are excavating the ruins of Babylon looking for something. When they arrive in Babylon, they hear a conversation between a physicist and a doctor. And they say, the doctor says to the physicist that he's looking for clues about a machine buried in Babylon that was used for communicating with Marduk, the Babylonian god. Jones then slips away and infiltrates the Russian dig site. He goes in, he's shot. Turner gives Jones the key to open the door and opens it, finding oil barrels. He shoots the barrels. Jones finds Nebuchadnezzar's library. He finds 3 cuneiform tablets. It says, when he puts them together, it says, "Make welcome, seeker." Know what it was Nebuchadnezzar. Or no, make welcome, seeker. Know that it was Nebuchadnezzar, and the heat of the writing that Marduk made appear unto him, who built the great engine. Having no understanding, the rabble hath thrown down his work. But 4 trusted disciples are scattered all over the earth, and the relics with them. Wouldn't thou tread the path of knowledge? Look eastward, Ergon. It is, who flees upon the heavenly mountains, where Shambhala holds a mighty secret. Jones finding a map leading with the heavenly mountains, which is the Tian Shan mountain range in Kazakhstan. He finds a idol of Marduk, and after parachuting out of the plane, blah, 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 blah. This is crazy, this like infernal machine, right? It's like talking about a communication device like the Tower of Babel, or essentially what they were connecting was actually a communication device like a Stargate or something to connect with this other dimension. And he enters the Pyramid of the Sun. There's a large door. Omar finds a pyramid and enters it. He steps onto the second door and he opens and sees a large feathered snake named Quetzalcoatl. Jones gets part which he makes him levitate, and he stands under crystals called the Jewels of Heaven. All right, I just found this. This is like the story of this old-ass video game. Using the King of Nub, one of the disciples of Marduk. Back at Babylon, Jones discovers the infernal machine. A crystalline cage drops in front of them and puts them. They're going into the Ethereum, and see, they actually point at the film-inspired loading screen. And so, see the land between two rivers, right? East of Eden, the infernal machine. It's crazy, right? Anyways. They want to go into the Ethereum. This is that other dimension where Marduk lives. The ether, right? And this is in Skyrim, the Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls, fucking you name it. There's a lot of information in this word. You can actually search the Ethereum up and find it through different genres. So it's really weird. For being a word that's made up, right? Anyways, the gunfight ensues. June wins. The cage drops. The portal, and they dive after into the portal. He ends up in the ether, a world filled with machinery. He finds the tool from beyond. This device opens portals back to Earth. Jones faces Marduk, but can't defeat him easily. He rushes through a portal that leads him back to the Pyramid of the Sun, gets the mirror from the statue, rushing back to face Marduk. Indy uses the mirror to bounce back on Marduk's electrical balls, causing him to flee and drop his medallion. Indy then charges his whip with it. He succeeds, but Marduk swoops in, merges his body with Sophia, creating Mophia, a large bird-like creature with Sophia's face and Marduk's wings. As Joan evades Mophia, he finds portals linking him to the mine shaft in Moreau, finding King Solomon's jewels, returning, and lock 3 doors of the portals of Babylon behind him. Joan opens these portals, causing a leak between realms and weakening Mophia. He attacks Mophia with his electrified whip. Marduk is destroyed. The two share a romantic moment, and then the Ethereum begins to collapse. Babylon and the Ethereum vanish with them, sealing the dimension, and the resulting earthquake destroying the infernal machine. And then they go to Peru. And that's it. They find Aragons, Azeroms, Nubs, and tools from beyond. They make these weird references, but still, nonetheless, right? Quetzalcoatl references, Babylon, Marduk, Anunnaki, and the subculture of 1999, basically. This is same thing, 1982. Q, the winged serpent, Quetzalcoatl, right? This time they actually demonize it. A winged-like dragon, female-like lizard that takes up residence in the Art Deco spire of the Chrysler Building, taking frequent jaunts to the midday sun to devour various hapless New Yorkers. Okay. Wow, that's cool, right? Q is here, the winged serpent. Okay. Close that one. If I open up my favorites, I'll save some cool ones here for you. one of them was anyways, I can get there. I'll show you a couple more while I'm thinking of it. I know I have one that should be like so weird. I know I saved it. Anyways, they got in Final Fantasy Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent. I'll just try to find a decent one. Share you real quick. It is a boss that's an antagonist again, right? And the only, like, if you take a real comparison to like Star Wars and in the sense of like Enki and Anu, like Luke Skywalker being Enki and Anu being Vader, and just take the whole story from that sense. Even the Anakin, Anu, I mean, like everything about it, it screams personalities, but it shows you like kind of who is the real good guy and who is the real good bad guy. And if you look back at the Lucasfilm games, the Indiana Jones games, they didn't deify it, but then you go to the Capcom or this other side of it, these Chinese game makers and things like that, they demify it, like they make it a boss anyways, a creature you have to fight, and it's like a dragon with feathers named Quetzalcoatl. Literally, it's in 2 of them. I don't know why I deleted that. All right, so he was in Aladdin as a dragon, a feathered dragon, and they deified it, like made it seem like he was this god or something, but then they also made it seem like he was a villain. And now Disney and Star Wars and things like that, and you look at how they kind of did a lot of merchandising for the Kylo Ren or the new Darth Vader character instead of the new hero character. It's kind of fun. But I'm trying to think of his name, because you can get a quick search the word. Malco, there it is. Alright, he's a giant feathered dragon, dragon-like serpent. He is the enemy of Thundra. Remember, thunder. So they got the eagle, and representing Zeus, and thunder, like lightning god, the thunder god, Thor, all that. It's all the same person. The vengeful, revenge-seeking god, him, and then Enki, the serpent, Poseidon, Neptune, Qeutzalcoatl, Kulkalkan. The idea, it goes on for a good way. But I think that's what they mean with the tale of the 2 brothers and things like that. It could have very well been that Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl was actually Thoth Hermes, the son of Enki, not Enki himself, but that's, certainly speculation, I guess, at that point. other than the point it says he was the god of books and things like that, and Thoth went around, sharing all that information and starting these cultures. Came back as the son of Ahura Mazda and things like that. The whole idea. But Malko was a ruler of the rainforest, commanding the weather with his magic amulet. He was corrupted, was somehow defeated by Thundra, the rain bird, who stole his amulet and did the powers for good. Malko is a sly and deceptive individual. He craves power and world domination. He can be arrogant, but is patient and vengeful against those who defeat him. When he possessed the amulet, Malko held absolute power over the world's weather. His bird wings and feathers and the lion's fur at the end of his tail transferred back into thunderclouds, and he could summon lightning bolts and storms. And Thundra and Lego stole it from him, depriving him of his weather powers. Even without him, Malko is a formidable foe. He's a huge serpent with great strength and the ability to fly. He's deceptively clever. Right? With the feathered serpent. It's everywhere. They're giving you this culture everywhere. And the point of it is I just wanted people to open their eyes a little bit more. If I can find it in 3 or 4 video games and TV shows and references, probably 5. I gave you at least 5 references right there, and then told you how the names connect for me in my book, and how you can just go look at the Aztec or the Mayan, the Kukulkan, Qeutzalcoatl, and they both say the feathered serpent, the plumed serpent, and the Temple of the Sun. It's one of the only ones that's tilted not north, south, east, west. It's just a couple of degrees off, so the shadows of it make it look like a serpent going up and down on the equinox. This person descending and ascending. The Mayan prophecy only said the 9 gods would return sometime in the 13th Baktun. I mean, how long's a Baktun? 100 and some years? If you take a literal translation, it's saying within this period, this generation, you guys will have your visit, where they come and they have humanity focus on something for a certain amount of time. They write it down, hieroglyphs, this, that, books, whatever, and then promise their return. And then the next time they get new information, It's the idea that people try to twist things, right? They're talking about the end of the 5th world, the Hopi, all of it. It's meaning all these little cultures that are supposedly unconnected, we're talking about humanity coming to an end in the 5th world, meaning if we don't live together in peace and harmony and find a new way to do things, there'll be a purification. So that's certainly a bad thing if people can't get their shit together, I guess. And I think it'd be cool to have disclosure and have these hidden gods, these sky people from all these different cultures come down and have some kind of public disclosure. I think it'd be the apocalypse, meaning an enlightenment. If you look it up to the exactual, it's an unveiling. It's the apocalypse, literally in Latin, means the unveiling, the finding out the ultimate truth, not destroying the world, But anyways, just wanted to do a quick show for you. I gotta go to work, so yep, had to get that off my head, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a really cool presentation that shows about 5 or 6 papers on Planet X, and backs it up all with pages and pages and pages of scientific documentation showing you about Mars and Venus's origins, the origins of the cracks, and the shallowness, that the trench on Mars, Neptune, Venus, things like I said, where they came from, how they were trapped planets or moons of another planet, and show you scientific papers from the same people, Robert Harrington and Thomas Van Flandern, that show you how there used to be a huge planet called Lucifer, Marduk, Krypton, Tiamat, whatever you want to call it, where the asteroid belt now exists now, and it was like 50 Earth masses. But they do it. They show you all the math and how everything happened. And yeah, it makes sense. That's like when you look back through the cultures and see them talking about giants and places with giants like that. Well, on a planet that has the mass of fucking like Saturn or Jupiter, and it's a solid like Earth, you'd have to have a pretty big skeleton, especially if the oxygen levels are high. You would have to, or you just wouldn't be. You wouldn't have a skeleton. But that's just that's the show. But yep, kind of give you a little preview, and I hope you guys have a good day.